Miss Eliza, because there's no segment. I get it.
Wow. I'm tired.
Is this I like how Leah doesn't have a skeleton?
You're a skeleton. Not really.
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. This is the audio test, is what I would say. We do not have time for an audio test. We will be going live in a hot minute.
Oh, we're not live?
Okay.
Well, we are now.
We're gonna come.
I mean, like,
Wait,
like
no.
the show is going
No.
live in like a hot
8
minute.
people.
No, are we on stream?
This is an emotional roller coaster. I don't know if I can handle it.
Oh no, I hate everything.
That's fine.
Why did I do a light? Ow! I got kicked.
Got kicked.
Oh wow, we got a lot of the participants today inside the Get Gr8 group chat. I feel like I don't even need to say this.
Yeah, no.
But just in case, if you guys are participating today, please join our group chat, which you can find by typing !GG8 chat. Click that link and click join chat on the right hand side. Makes my life a lot easier when we're trying to get you into the lobby, because everyone does get a chance on stream to get some live commentary. Make sure you go back and watch the VODs after the stream. This is extremely important to listen to our VODs.
When is the NEC streaming Skullgirls?
When is NEC streaming Skullgirls? Is NEC streaming Skullgirls? Is NEC...
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like a side tournament at NEC.
No, it's the main one.
Oh, what? And NEC is giving Skullgirls a main stage? Yo!
Yeah, it's for like 2 hours. No, I don't know if it's main stage, but they're getting streamed.
I have the schedule.
They're not getting streamed.
Well, they're getting a stage.
Actually, they are main stage. They're one of the main games.
What?
They're not a side game anymore.
Yo!
Yeah, they're not a side game.
Wait, it's in general, everyone. What is it?
I am
These are main game, so I
Check
would
the DMs.
assume they get to main stage.
Where I can't find the Skullgirls. Oh.
Same.
Oh, it's in like 2 hours.
What just happened? Big
It's,
Penny and New JP. What happened?
It's getting streamed at 6 p.m. EST. So if you don't get the ball rolling, people are just gonna watch, NEC over.
We don't have that many people this time. I mean, we do. That's the total line. We have 13 people. So
That's
like,
a lot of people.
Yeah, but I don't care.
All right, I don't
Okay.
care either. I don't.
Hello, friends. Oh, hey, Penny started watching. Oh,
Hello. Can I check your DMs?
my DMs.
Yeah.
Whoa, sliding
sliding
into
there.
somebody. Celia sliding into someone's DMs.
Silly sliding your DMs. It's pretty silly.
Well, like it should be banned.
Slide.
Alright, what am I looking at?
I won't let that Celia.
It's the schedule.
Oh.
What?
Oh wait, you also
okay.
sent me something. Oh wait, yeah, I already handled that. My brain's like, oh yeah, he told me to check something because he had like a present for me. Did I check that out? Oh.
Penny, no, please, no.
What is
Cease and desist.
Where is? Hey, Skullgirls! Second encore tournament is starting at 6 p.m. on TSB Blaze. Make sure you guys try to tune into that. I'll try to restream it. No promises. It'd be really cool if I did. It's after Windjammers. Oh my god, people take Windjammers seriously. I did not realize this.
Wow, people take Skullgirls seriously.
I mean, I did realize that.
I mean,
Have you seen how many people have
so-
emotional fucking breakdowns? Just watch Big Peanuts stream.
Oh,
Oh.
Right? Ooh.
Shots fired! Hey,
shit.
The last moments of his Skullgirls life,
rest in peace.
flashing before
Rest in
JP's
peace.
cruel eyes.
Rest in
JP,
peace.
stop sitting at awkward angles. Making this very difficult.
Oh my god, can we make that a thing?
But that's the
Rest
point.
in
Oh my
J
god, that
peace.
went over you.
What the thing?
Rest in J peace.
Oh, rest in JP.
No, rest in
Can I have that, please? Can I have that?
Rest in
It's a new
JP.
one.
Rest in J pizza.
Oh my god. Can't concentrate now.
Good. I don't want you to concentrate. Stop sweeping.
But I'm sweet.
You're more like you're sweet. What?
Oh.
What?
Aww.
Oh my god. But no. I'm sorry.
She's not
I
sorry.
see how it is.
I'm sorry
Oh, turn the verse.
that you said. I'm just kidding.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go live in like now. So we're actually only starting like 10 minutes late. See what I did there? Isn't it great? Oh, by the way, JP, join me in the other call.
Hey.
Alright.
Bye.
Hi, Ab. It was nice talking to you, Abby. Even though like all you said was you denied your existence. That's all that happened.
Huh?
But
You denied your existence.
No,
I love you.
Abby's alive.
Okay, cool.
Later,
Here we
guys.
go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. We are now live. What we do here is we try to match you up against an evenish opponent, give you some matches on stream, and try to provide constructive criticism. We won't be able to talk about everything that is wrong with their play. We'll try to focus on the things that you need to improve on the most. Make sure you go back and watch the VODs after the stream and try and take note of all the things we criticize about what you are doing. And just keep it in the back of your mind at the very least while you're practicing. It's also your job, honestly, as a person who's trying to improve in Skullgirls, to take the initiative to learn. So if we say, hey, you should have been using DP a little bit more in these situations, it's your job to be curious, to come find us and ask questions like, hey, what are situations where I would want to use DP? Like, how can I extend what you told me to other matchups and things like that? And we have an excellent Discord where you can always find us. Type !Discord into Twitch chat at any point in time. We don't necessarily need to be live for the bot to work. You'll get a link. You can join there. It is great. Were we supposed to start at 4? Yes, but we skipped something that's supposed to happen from like 4 to 4:30 anyway. Well, it's technically supposed to happen from 3:30 to 4, but as of the last like 6 months, it's been from 4 to 4:30. We're completely skipping that today because we're having a late start. So we're actually only starting about 10 minutes late. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the nitty-gritty details. Also, JP, I need you to say something so I can test your audio.
Hello, my boy.
Excellent. Dan out of Dan. Alright guys, give me a hot minute while we get a few more logistics out of the way. Remember guys, once more time, if you are participating today, please join our group chat. Find that by typing !Gg8 chat. It keeps the stream running smoothly. Do not leave the chat until all your matches are done. Thank you very much. And yeah, thanks for joining us. We're really, really happy to have you here. We're here to help. This is what we do. What GG8 does.
Help you get great.
Yeah. I don't remember the full story, but as Penny put it best, it's like if you see someone wearing the GG8 tag, it basically means that they're an info booth, in a sense. You can ask us any questions you want. So, yeah. So if you ever see some quick match, just add us, talk to us. We're happy to help. But also be receiving help. Don't like talk to us just to complain. I'm not gonna lie. I will probably just be very sassy if you are just trying to complain.
Yeah, I'll be either sassy or just ignore.
Yeah. Ignoring people is no fun. I would just have fun with them in like a not so good way. KSG12 asks, does having a step dash make a character weaker?
What does step dash mean?
Step dashing is things like Parasol, where they move a fixed distance. You can't, like, properly.
No, that's no.
Yes, I'd say yeah. It definitely is fast. It's definitely worse than someone that can just wave dash or run and stuff.
Yeah.
The reason it's a little bit, it has its ups and downs. Obviously, a nice thing about step dashes is that when you have a run, when you dash block, and for people who don't know, you can block and dash in this game at the same time. Where you hit both light punch and medium punch at the same time, you'll do what's known as button dashing, and then you immediately hold back after you press those buttons, not before. And when you do that, what ends up happening is you are blocking throughout the entire duration of your dash. However, if you have a step dash, you are covering more distance while you are blocking during your dash, as opposed to someone who has a run, like Squiggly or Big Band. They'll cover significantly less distance when they do that. Someone is asking, did I say wave dash? Yes, there are wave dashes in this game. The most notable wave dash in this game is Philia, I believe. Right? Is there anyone that has more of a wave dash than Philia? Bella kind of does.
Bella sort of, Fuqua has back wave.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that Fuqua had a back wave dash. That's neat.
Yep.
I can dig it. Yeah, well, it's funny actually, because people get mad at me whenever I use Smash terms in this game. But there are no other terms to describe the stuff in this game. Like, for example, there's land canceling in this game, and landing lag as well, if you press the button in the air. Those are two aspects of this fighting game. And the last time I said landing lag, Fenster, who was a person on the stream before, laughed at me. He was a very high-level player at the time.
Yeah.
And he laughed at me. I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know there was another term for it. What do I call it? And he just kind of went like,
Exactly. It's like...
This is like, what do you want me to do? I don't... It doesn't matter. Shit don't matter. None of this matters.
It doesn't matter. No. It's okay. Step dash versus run dash. I mean, the same thing still sort of applies. So
Okay.
it doesn't exactly make you weaker. You cover more distance if you have step dash. You cover less distance if you have run dash. But run dash, you're easier to block things. Step dash, you kind of committed.
For the record, I've never heard the term step dash until today, but I knew immediately what you were talking about.
Neither have I, but I see.
Also, shouts to Blair. Thank you for the 25 bits. That means a lot to me. You have no idea how appreciative I am of this. Whenever you guys throw money at us, it really helps us keep the stream going. And for those of you guys who don't know, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, or 7:30 p.m. Eastern, we host a tournament, a weekly tournament. It's every week. It's fun, and every fourth week of the month, we have a $50 prize pool. And all the bits kind of go to trying to reimburse the $50 prize pool. It never really happens. But it'll still always be a $50 prize pool, and any profits do not go to me. All the profits will just go to either enhancing the stream or increasing the prize pool. So yeah. Murder Smash Bros isn't a real fighting game. Doesn't have frame data. It has all of those things. I don't think it's a real fighting game. I think it's a very unique fighting game. I think it's close enough to the fighting game genre where if people call it a fighting game, it doesn't matter. But I think it is also unique enough from a fighting game that if people didn't call it a fighting game, I understand.
How do you properly call a dash with a limited range?
How do you properly call a dash? I'm not.
Since I don't think that step dash is the correct term to use.
What's the proper term for a step dash? A dash.
Yeah, we would always just say
it's just a dash. You either have a dash or a run. It's the dash input always. It's always called a dash input, but it's either a dash is what your character's doing, or you're running is what your character's doing.
Yeah, we usually either say just a dash or a dash.
Like we either say dash or run. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
That's how we distinguish between the two. It's not. It's semantics.
Mm.
Oh wait, that's not how that works. I hate that I have to choose private slots first. Doesn't matter.
No,
what does matter is going to be our first matchup on stream. It's going to be Cry Havoc versus G Charizard. Wow, G Charizard. Both these players completely new to the stream. I mean, they've definitely been a presence in chat and in our Discord before.
Yeah.
Kind of happy to have them on stream finally.
I think G Charizard I met 2 weeks ago? 2.5 weeks ago, something like that?
Remind me? What'd you say?
I met G Charizard like half week.
It was last week actually. Last week and last tournament. G Charizard started making a presence. Not necessarily. Okay. Well, it was like he started talking around on Twitch chat and stuff like that. Remember, if I don't know if you remember, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago. Actually, you might be right. Where Dawn suggested that he join Get Gr8 for advice because he was struggling
2 weeks ago
to find people that would help him out. Yeah,
that was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so I invited Cry Havoc. Remember, if you guys are new to how Steam works in general, click on Skullgirls, click or hold Shift and hit Tab, and UI will pop up, and you can click Join Game from there because there should be a pop-up of me inviting you. I do not see G Charizard, but I have him in my friends list. G Charizard, going forward, remember to join the group chat if you are participating today. Me. Where am I?
Indeed.
What am I doing? What is life? G Charizard. There you are, buddy. Fight to game.
Huzzah! G Charizard, but is that
I forgot to turn the audio again. God damn it! I'll turn it on after this match, after this set. Well, can you call it a set? I don't know what we call it these days. Fixed games.
It's a set. Matches.
After these
things.
Matches.
Life.
After this matchup, let's go. After this life, I'll do it. I got you, Dan. 3 flat games. That is absolutely correct. You guys are going to be playing 3 games regardless of who wins or loses. Because honestly, that's not the point of the stream. Like a lot of people were upset when I made the rules this way, but I figured that just because one player played really well, that means I need to give the other player some advice too. It seems kind of unfair to like take away
the twins.
Oh, we got the Filia versus the Fukla. Indistinguishable.
Let me see it.
Oh, especially when only normals are coming out. Alright, so drill.
Right.
Not as a reversal. I remember that throwing out drills at neutral is very, very scary. Because drills are unsafe. This is kind of a thing about comboing in general. The reason people learn combos is not because it does more damage or anything like that. It's because it lets them use tools that are otherwise difficult to use, or create situations that are otherwise not very common. Drills are something you should be using at, like, as a reversal sometimes, not really. As a surprise tactic.
Yeah.
Things like that. Just throwing out a drill like that is kind of scary, because if they block it, you're gonna get punished.
Yeah, kind of unsafe. Like that.
Well,
that's
okay,
totally
so
cool,
your opponent tried
you gotta
to
punish it with a
they
light.
just press a light, would have been fine.
Yeah, you gotta light punish it.
How minus is it? Is it minus? I don't even know.
It is minus. It's like minus 13. I want to say.
13? Oh wow, wow, you can medium punish that.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
In comparison, L drill is like minus 3.
Dream Sets will try to link the NEC channel just before we go. We'll also restream it, probably.
It's punishable. Absolutely punishable. Try not to use Fireball Super, aka Shinku, in good old neutral. It's very punishable.
Oh hey, we got strings. Let's go.
We got some strings. We got strings. So it's a lot of pressing buttons. It's just a lot of pressing buttons. You're not sure exactly what to use between either of them.
So, I mean, Cry seems to have a bit more of a game plan. They seem to want to
Yeah.
get a hit confirm into a launcher, and then they have an air.
Yeah, it seems to be the case. Yeah, Charger's kind of doing things.
That
is exactly
seems to be a
working.
bit more aware of other tools that Philly has. Cry is a little bit tunnel visioning into what he knows, and G Charizard is using a more variety of tools. Like he's using fireballs when they're far away, and he's using fireball super. Like kind of makes sense, not really, but he's trying to make it make sense. I see the intent. Also, the ping between these people is insane. What's going on? Is the connection actually as bad as it looks?
There's no way. It was like, was that 333 on my end versus 816? Whoa.
Yeah, it's 833 for me. I don't. Reminder, guys. If you guys want to participate in any fighting game in general, I highly recommend you play on Ethernet. You pause any streams that you're using or whatnot. You make sure you set the appropriate GGPO settings. Oh, ping looked fine on your end. Oh, okay. If you're able to fight each other just fine, then I don't care.
Yeah, that's okay. Like, just gotta make sure it's okay between both of you.
Why such low entrance for Skullgirls? Only 23. The game is dying. Dream Sets,
What?
don't even start with me, okay?
No.
This game is not dying. This game has 30,000 active players last week. 30,000 active unique sign-ons in the last 2 weeks. Statistics from the previous week. That was hard to say. It doesn't matter. The thing is, Skullgirls is more of a player base than almost any other fighter right now. Skullgirls is doing fantastic, and right now, the winter until Frosty Faustings, Skullgirls is normally considered dead. By the way, both these players need to ready up. I don't know why they're.
Oh yeah, what's going on?
If there's a
Also,
hold up,
yes,
please let me know.
I'm a pizza. Hello, Raven. I'm a pizza. There's some dank lore behind that, but yes, I'm a pizza.
Yeah, I like how you're pizza snowman specifically.
Yeah, dude, I was all about it.
What's the scarf made of?
I think the scarf is the jalapeno.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Tasty. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, this game is far from dead. This game is actually one of the most live fighting games out there. Believe it or not. A lot of people tell you this game is dead. They really should not be perpetrating. They really should not be telling those kind of things to people because it's just not true. There are blatant statistics that say that Skullgirls is doing perfectly fine, especially considering that until Frosty Faustings, Skullgirls participants usually drops to the lowest of the year. Usually cuts in half between CEO Taku and Frosty Faustings is for like 4 months. Yeah. So the fact that Skullgirls is still super popular right now is pretty crazy. NEC is just a major in a really peculiar area, so that's why it has no participants.
True. Also, Sonic Fox does not always win. That's just what you've seen.
What's the major Sonic Fox loss?
Anyone that basically the kill stage one.
Sonic Fox wasn't Sage won Frosty Faustings last year because Sonic Fox wasn't there. Sage won Evo one time. Sonic Fox wasn't there. Sonic Fox actually does not lose.
Or does he?
Had a launcher, and my game plan from there. Alright, so trying to sweep
We
under.
got some weird.
Yeah. So after launcher sweep does not work, I think you're trying to cross under. It is a very slow cross under setup. I honestly would not even try to focus on like mixing up your opponent with that.
Yeah, don't try to. Those mixes are a little complicated. You gotta do a little canceling stuff. It's weird. Man,
just
also
focus on,
8 shadow
like,
neutral,
getting-
not good.
Sorry, JP, I think I cut you off.
Oh, that's good. I said I was just saying. I noticed 8 shadow. He's been tossing it out every now and again. It's just not a good tool to be using in neutral. It's too slow. The startup is massive. It's just no. She doesn't really have any good overhead things except for like JMK, but that's off of like a setup. It does look like Cry's trying to go for some jumping stuff.
By the way, I just need someone to confirm in chat. Is JP being drowned out by game sound? I don't actually know.
Player 1 wins.
Say something one more time, JP.
Hello boy.
Okay, yeah, you're probably fine. Probably.
Probably.
Probably. Alright. JP could be a little bit louder, but he's not being drowned out. Okay.
Okay.
I will... Okay.
I could
So
turn
it's like
up
the game audio in
on my
general can
mic.
also be louder, right? In that case, what you're saying. Let me see if I
Okay.
can turn that up.
I could just turn up my mic.
I'd rather you didn't turn up your mic because you're perfectly loud enough for my...
Okie doke.
I think the actual accurate thing to do would be to turn myself down and have the stream turn up the audio because you're already almost capping out the mic.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's like a gain knob on my physical mic.
Right.
Oh man, we're changed. Just kind of as like a. It would be preferable if you stuck with the character that you wanted to learn. That way, like.
At least in this one.
Yeah, because you leave room for confusion if you decide to switch mid-match or something like that.
Skullgirls' game.
Also, like
every character has so much depth. Like, you can almost expand and learn a character forever. So switching a character at this level is honestly not recommended. If you're still trying to figure out who your coach is, I understand. Then you can jump on to but at least for this stream, try to stick to the team or character that you specifically are practicing.
Yeah.
We'll just be able to give you more consistent approach.
Sure. Because then we have to give you advice on Val, and really Val is just like just don't do neutral bypass. Careful of your jump-ins, practically. JK could be a good jump-in if you want to contest some things. It's more like combo filler though.
Standing hard punch, be careful when you're using it. It's a very good way to reel back from an attack coming at you. But if they're directly angled above you, it's going to whiff and go
Stand hard punch and stand hard kick in neutral really bad because you stay in those animations for quite some time.
So something Cryhavoc is actually doing really correctly. They're spending a lot of time in the air trying to get above Val. Val has this slight angle where she can't properly hit people because a lot of her moves go straight forward. So you're actually doing a good job of approaching Val given the options that you see G-Charizard using. G-Charizard trying to use that standing hard punch or even some of the lows. Those are, and even the, what's it called? I don't remember the name of the move. But when the name of the move, she throws a shuriken, whatever. It goes horizontal. Primarily. It doesn't
dead
angle
cross.
upward. Yeah, dead cross. There we go.
Dead cross
does not angle upward, from the ground at least. So because of that, you're able to approach from the air, and Philly is very, very good at that. So props to that. Playing that matchup kind of as intended. So I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. The most important thing we need to talk about right now, right here, is you guys need to practice your B&Bs. And a lot of people are like, oh yeah, just learn a combo. But a lot of people don't understand why learning a combo is so important. Learning a combo is not important because you do more damage or more hits or anything like that. That is kind of what makes a combo noteworthy, but it is not the reason it's important. Right? Learning a combo means you will learn your character more. Learning your character more means learning more links, being more familiar with moves, trying to figure out when you should be using what move, how to safely go into some of the stronger moves that people have, things like that. And also, once you're more familiar with the character, we're allowed to talk about much more advanced topics. Things like corner carries, things like resets, things like vortexes, and things like that. We can't do that until you're just more familiar with the character. The best way to get more familiar with the character is to learn a combo, or a B&B as we tend to call it. The best place to learn a B&B is the B&B Compendium, which you can find by typing !BNB in chat, and you'll find a link. What that link does is take you to a place where you won't find the most optimized combos, but you'll find a large variety of combos that use the most common links that are related to your character, and that's really important, honestly, because it'll help you learn what kind of options your characters have in different situations, and it'll just help. Is there a write-up on why you should learn a combo somewhere? No, but I can make one if you really want one, like if you want to copy pasta it or something. Just let me know if you want me to write that up. But that is my explanation on why combos are important. But yeah, check out the B&B Compendium, both of you. I think that is the most important thing. For G-Charts, no matter which character you select, I think you definitely could get some help from the B&B Compendium. I saw some attempts of a combo from Cry, but you need to just get a better hold of it, a bit more consistency, and then we can start working on neutral things, because I saw you trying to tunnel vision into your few strings, but like you were having a hard time getting that hit confirmed. You were having a little bit of a tough time spacing, and we can give you tips on that once you're a bit more familiar with the combo. The general rule of thumb is learn to do your combo 10 times in a row, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't
learn your combo. Try to do it. No, I was here. Yeah. So learn your combo 10 times in a row. I try to make it even stricter than that. Like, try to do it 10 times. If you fail once at any point in time, start from the beginning, because that makes you consistent for like beginning through middle. And if you're struggling with the end part, just learn it in pieces.
Yandel, if you want the write-up, then just hit me up after the stream, because I'll forget. And then I will gladly type it up for you. All right. Anyways, where am I? Here I am. Next up, next up we got Nomline and Deimos. Pop them in here if I can find them. Deimos is in the chat. Back to the game. Nomline is also in the chat. Perfect. Props to you guys. Being prepared. I appreciate that.
Legal laws.
Oh. Yeah, sure, no problem, Cry. Make sure, once again, that you probably should pause the stream before you are playing the game, in case you were listening to the commentary during the stream. Mostly just so you can focus on playing as naturally as you normally do. I highly recommend watching the stream VODs afterwards. You can find the VODs on Twitch immediately after your matches. Twitch uploads at the same rate that I'm streaming. And you can also find the VODs on YouTube a few hours after the stream.
Is Deimos Legal Laws? Because I don't remember. Because Legal Laws had their name as Legal Laws, not Deimos.
Oh, Deimos and Legal Laws are two separate signees.
Yeah, I figured that was the case.
Unless Deimos signed up under both names.
Yeah, possible, Deimos, I don't think that's... Nah, because it's Deimos versus Chief Amon, so...
Yeah. Online, feel free to ready up at any time. You guys don't have to wait for me to be there.
Well, I mean, Deimos' actual opponent is Chief Amon, like, unless Legal Laws is not here.
Chief Amon is also here.
Oh.
I think Deimos is just another person.
Deimos, no.
You messed up.
Legal Laws is not here? Legal Laws is not here?
Legal Laws is here. Chief Amon is here. These are all different people.
I think we have this matchup backwards now.
What do you mean?
Well, because it's Nomline versus Legal Laws, right? And then after that, it's Chief Amon versus Deimos.
No, it's Nomline versus Deimos. Look at the...
Oh, man.
Wait.
Oh, you changed it.
Yeah, I changed it a while ago. I usually just type a draft, and then I quickly start making edits based on like people's requirements or requests.
Gotcha.
Like, I don't look at the requests until after I make a quick draft.
Oop.
Yeah, Nomline versus Deimos. That's what I thought.
Okay. At like the first draft, because I usually make like I take pictures of it. There we go.
Whoa, that whiff! I did not actually.
That is quite a whiff, oh man.
I'm not surprised that Online didn't punish that. Although I would say, in that situation, you want to jump up and jumping like to punish that.
Yeah. Also, Nonline at the end of the string usually calls ban and then does another silver chord. I'm like,
Yo,
it's not real. Very hard line. That's pretty good though. That's silver chord.
like, that was probably the highest up you could have converted off of jumping hard kick. Because then they land canceled into an attack. That is actually not that easy to do. Impressed. Alright. Oh, okay. Kara canceled that stand. Be a little bit careful that you don't start dancing while you're stancing, because otherwise extra damage will come out and you'll end up Kara canceling that.
Oh man, we're going hard links too for long. Nonline, nice overhead reset. I think at this point you kind of have to consider your red health demos, because you know you might be 2 touches from death at that point. That's just one whole super.
Oh, you reset some shit.
That's pretty good. All right, we install. Cool. Install to what? Oh, the taunts. That's actually a good strategy from Nam.
Oh my god!
Absolutely. Oh,
That was gross!
nicely done.
How did you not die? You have balls of steel.
He didn't die because a bunch of armor from install, install, dude.
Yeah,
You know,
but
install
like,
so
armor,
much
you can still die during armor, right? So the fact that they absorbed SSJ, and they were also smart about it too, right? They only blocked 1 hit of SSJ, which does less chip than if you armor through it. So he had like the exact amount of health he needed to block 1 hit of SSJ, absorb 3 with Hatred Guard, and then heavy counter hit to kill.
That was actually really good awareness. Also good awareness from Nam, because he had life lead, so he had no reason to go in. He's just like, I'll just bait you. But doing the SSJ was your downfall.
Yeah, don't do SSJ in neutral. Oh yeah, obviously. I was so engrossed by like the fact that both these players are playing surprisingly well with their characters. But Namline, I like your squiggly, and Deimos, I really like your Painwheel. They both obviously need some improvement, but like just from a first initial impression, you guys seem to have a solid grasp on what your character should feel like when you're playing them.
Gentlemen and ladies,
And yeah, don't do raw SSJ in neutral. SSJ is obviously incredibly unsafe, especially against Painwheel, who uses Hatred Guard. Those guys who don't know, how Hatred Guard works is it's armor, but all the damage she absorbs while armoring, she deals it back. When she actually lands the attack, if she lands the attack. Yeah. Nice dive kick to punish it. Don't get too greedy in punishing. It's always important to be aware of where the opponent's point character is.
Oh,
good match there. That was a reversal. That is one of her best reversals. It's one of them.
yeah. It kind of has the same properties as Daisy, though. It's just like not exactly something you should be using. It's not a real reversal, but you know.
Wait. It was grounded super? It's not a real reversal.
Not really, no.
That's weird because it punishes 2-frame vulnerability. You know, like the block string you can touch, you can take any headshot.
Yeah.
Painwheel's level 1 will punish that, which means if anything, it's only vulnerable for 1 frame.
What's it? Oh dear.
So that can't be. I don't know. Maybe there's something else. I don't know about.
I mean, if there's like a frame like, doesn't mean that the block string is not true.
Oh yeah, the block string is not true. You didn't know that? Squiddy's block strings are not real. She doesn't have anything past the light medium.
Yeah, so that it's not really a reversal if that's the case.
No, wait, what do you mean? So between crouching medium kick and standing hard punch, there are 2 frames where you're not in block stun. If you are mashing level 1 as Painwheel, in those 2 frames, right in between, you will use your super and counter the heavy, even though you're only vulnerable for 2 frames. That's as real as a reversal gets, pretty much. Right?
I suppose, yeah.
I don't know. We can discuss this later.
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure what you're trying to say or anything. It's not a real reversal.
gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
Is Deimos aware snapping gets health back? I'm not sure that Deimos is aware. They've just kind of been focusing on getting straight up damage, which is not really sometimes a good idea. You gotta prioritize health over killing the character sometimes.
So yeah, exactly what JP was saying. Especially because you're solo Painwheel, and Painwheel uses health during Danger Guard, obviously, which is one of the tools.
Yeah, woo!
So just be aware that when you snap solo, the solo loses all their red health, and when the solo snaps a point character, they get 2/3 of the red health back. If they snap an assist, they get 1 credit with that touchback. Keep that in mind. So like right now, Damus is
Nice.
yeah, nice burst bait.
Nice.
That's
He's got some good combos though.
See here.
good play.
That's pretty decent play.
Yeah. So you have like a. What's interesting is like you have a game plan. I actually really like that. So Deimos, I'm trying to like judge what level these players are at, right? Because like Deimos clearly has a game plan. Like he did a setup into a burst bait into a kill, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a game plan. So
That's game
your
plan.
understanding
That's
of neutral and just like how you should be playing Skullgirls is pretty good.
Yeah.
Nomline, I feel like your neutral was struggling, but you had a lot of like links regarding like complex BNBs and things down. That stuff down.
Yeah.
I'd work on routing a little bit more, but it's not that important at this level. Neither of you need the BNB companion. Both of you know your BNBs. What would you recommend the most? Like I know Nomline panicked and used SSJ. That's like a big thing. So be careful not to panic.
Yeah.
What else?
Don't a lot of the things with beginners is like they're stuck in the corner, they start panicking. Like you at that point it's just like you got to think about what you're getting hit by and what you can do to counter it, because you've got options to beat options. So I mean,
yeah. And like the other thing is like you did mention mashing the level 1 was not necessarily a good idea. The reason I would say it's not a good idea, I'm not sure about its vulnerability. Apparently me and JP are debating about that.
Yeah.
But a reason that's not good is because it's really hard to convert off of Painwheel's level 1 if it's even possible. I think you need an assist, right? Am I crazy?
You need an assist.
Yeah, you need an assist to convert off of level 1. So it's honestly not even worth it doing it unless it's literally the only option you have. In that situation, you could have hatred guarded or done all sorts of different types of punishes. So I would assume that it was a bit more of a panic, get me out of here button. The best reversal that's actually like the best thing that Painwheel can do is an air reversal super, which didn't apply for that situation, but it's just some information to keep in mind, because I saw one air super and it was a whiff. I think that was it, right?
Yeah.
Air super is really good, especially against Squiggly, because Squiggly likes to up forward a lot and press buttons. That's kind of her normal neutral plan. For Nomline, I think you should focus on approaching with jumping light kick a little bit more. It's not true disjointed, but it's like disjointed enough and it sticks out forward enough that it like beats a lot of air to airs very effectively. Beats out a lot of air grabs and things, which is very important. Your routing in general though was very nice. I really liked how you did not use dive kick after a hard kick, because that is actually optimal, like very good. So you have the right habits in the works. I'm almost tempted to put both these in intermediate soon, because their neutral wasn't too bad, but did need some work. That mash SSJ was definitely something that like set off warning signs in my head. But Deimos was definitely like they canceled their flight right away. Right, that hatred guard thing was so cool.
The hard guard was pretty good. Yeah, that was good decision making.
What's routing? So routing is just like what your next button is gonna be, basically.
Yes.
It's basically like, hey, I'm in this point in my combo. Where do I want to go and why? Because sometimes you'll want to go into a launcher, even if it's less optimal, because you'll get a cross up or something like that, right? Because like it's just a decision you want to make on the fly. Also, thank you for Chief Amon and Illegal Laws for jumping in the lobby and keeping the show going without me actually even telling them. Props to you guys. Both of you guys can ready up whenever. Going back to my point, I think you guys should go in beginners one more week, not because you're neutral, but I think just because of your consistency. Deimos, I felt like your links were a little bit slower, so just tighten that up just a little bit, and then you're fine for intermediate, honestly. If you wanted to join intermediate already, I would not be against it. Both your neutral and your routing was fairly okay. Yeah. So it's up to you. I'll make it up to you. You can join intermediate. It might be a bit tough, but you might want to just tighten up those links a little. If you think you practiced a lot this upcoming week, then yeah, definitely sign up for intermediate. Nomline, I think you just need to work on a little decision making a little bit more. Nor in the original setup we had, I would tell you, yeah, just go ahead and join intermediate right now. But we're trying to narrow down who actually belongs in intermediate and who doesn't, by also considering how good they are at neutral. So because of that mash SSJ and also just a few other decisions where you had trouble approaching, I think it's probably best that you stay in beginner for at least 1 more week.
Yeah,
We'll see how much you practice.
Oh,
Hell yeah, double
Jud- Oh man, double Skullgirls. Also, just in the chat, Jetix, I think, is ZZR now. Yeah, I played them for a little bit way back when. Oh man, the whiff of oh my god, the freaking neutral silver crack.
Well, it wasn't neutral, it was frame trap.
Frame trap silver core neutral. It's all. Oh my god!
That was
Stop
neutral.
it, please.
Okay, so neutral, silver corded neutral is bad. Don't do it. It might work sometimes. It'll work actually a lot more often than I want to admit. But
yeah,
it will not be a good habit blocker. The silver cord at the end of a block string is better. Illegal laws definitely need to do it faster when illegal laws did put it at the end of their block strings. It looked like almost an afterthought when they didn't go silver cord. But you don't want to do it consistently. Silver cord at the end of a block string is something you want to do as a trick, as a surprise. It's not. It's fairly safe, but like it can be punished if your opponent.
True. Also, just a thing to note. When Chief Amon had legal laws in a good old combo string right there. They decided to sing into Daisy Pusher. At that point, you could have just held up because that's not real. You were still in hit stun, you could still hold up.
Oh, that is absolutely correct. Sing into so sing into Daisy Pusher there you could have just held up. Again, sing into Daisy Pusher is actually only unblockable if they are at neutral. They are at 0, I should say. That means that they are not blocking anything and they're not being hit by anything. There are specific setups you can do where right after you finish attacking, you wait like a third of a second or something, and then they have to do like a frame perfect guess on whether they should be holding up or not before the super flash. But in that situation, illegal laws can just hold up. That's not real.
Yeah, that's not real. Oh, man, block strings careful about ending.
Okay, go ahead.
Good. Careful about ending your block strings with heavies and stuff. It looked like Chief Amon tried to cancel that with a diamond drop, but he's a little too slow with it. That's okay though.
As a general rule of thumb,
oh my god!
Just hold up always. There's no reason not to hold up. And you never know when it's going. There are times I've seen people dodge it. That's the penny.
That's not a real string. Careful about using the same move twice.
Don't end block strings in heavies. That's kind of a fundamental thing about just neutral and stuff in general. When your opponent's blocking your stuff, just stop at a medium. That's a hard habit to get into. Or if you're really good, stop at a double hitting light or something like that. Because that's ideal. Because then if they push block preemptively, they'll get stuck in spot. Also, like you didn't end in a medium, which means you're available to continue punching them faster. You're safe. So like, end as early as possible. Not on a heavy though. If you are gonna end on a heavy, cancel into a frame trap special at the very least as like a backup plan. Like canceling doubles heavies into Luger is bullshit, but you can do it. It's safe-ish. Heavy Luger is safe, right?
Heavy Luger is 0, so safe-ish. Yeah.
Well, I mean that is safe.
Yeah.
And M Luger is like -2, right?
M Luger is -2. If you push block, it's +2. Yeah, dude.
Why is double Luger?
Because double, dude. Oh man, that was I think that's a suffer there. Nice cross under, but you got punished for it. It sucks. It doesn't look a high crush. Dude, that's really good. Oh, baiting the good old push block, sweet backdash, boys.
Good conversion off the OTG. Oh, speaking of OTG, I want to
go for it.
There was a point where illegal law, I think it was illegal, maybe it was legal, was ending their combos. Oh no, you should just held up. That was not good.
Yeah.
But there was a point where Chief Amon was just trying to think of the word. They were just ending their strings in non-serious tempo. And yeah, like that. Oh, there we go. It was.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
If you already use OTG, that's down. And it's honestly not even worth it. It lets you set up Oki, but it's a techable knockdown, so it's not even. There's nothing you really get off of it. If you really want to do something off of it, end in Silver Cord into Liver Mortis. If you really want to go for an Oki setup, because if you do that, Liver Mortis, non-Seria Liver Mortis specifically, goes into a what is it called? Sliding knockdown. And what that means is you have lots of times to approach, and they can't. Assuming you haven't used OTG. If you used OTG, then it doesn't matter. They can just tech this sliding knockdown. Yeah. So League of Laws is in a tough situation.
We pressed a button on the way down. That sucks. You got punished
Be
for that
careful
one.
when you're pressing buttons. Be aware that you can't just throw out any sort.
Yeah. Also, there was a moment where Legal Loss push blocked while Chiefamon was doing the Syria into Daisy. It caught the last couple frames of push block, so they couldn't jump.
I don't think so. I think even in block stun,
Even in block
you
stun,
always
it
have
seemed
one
to be,
frame. Because push block puts you in block stun, right? I think
Yeah.
while you're in block stun, if you're holding up, you always have one frame to escape.
Man,
I think. I can't guarantee that, but like I'm pretty sure that wasn't real.
it looked pretty convincing with that one. I don't know. Oh, that was like a dubious one. It wasn't sure.
I don't know. It also comes with the fact that neither of these players have been holding up during Daisy anyway.
Yeah,
So, like,
that's true.
I honestly can't tell you for sure.
Yeah, same. Oh, Silver Court! You can kind of sort of punish that with the light. Combos.
Yeah, you really should stop adding combo. Just use Silver Cord into the non-Syrian.
Yeah.
Specifically non-Syrian. If you use Syrian, I assume.
Oh, that was a good cross up. What a trade! Oh, that's the wrong one.
If you are building punch charge and your opponent tries to build a punch charge, whoever uses the punch charge first wins. If you sing in SBO, Syria center stage into SBO punishes any sort of charge building that your opponent throws out there. Because charge building is incredibly unsafe and Scooby can punish most. So that's just keep that in mind. Lots of good. Not optimal, but
Many
there we go.
That
That's
was
how
a
you
real
do
punish.
Daisy frame traps. That is the correct way to do it. Well done.
Yeah, that was a real punish. That's... Oh, we got caught with JHK coming down by diving woman there. We just stopped pressing buttons.
I would have made me so happy.
But that would be so broke.
It would give her an option against armored attacks. I think she
so
needs that.
That would be so broke.
It is a lie.
That'd be so broke.
It wouldn't trade anymore. That would make me happy.
Well, that's true. It would make it more consistent, I guess, in that sense. Careful about counter neutral. That's also very unsafe. Yeah, counter neutral again.
Contra for days! Contra is not your best
Do
answer,
another one.
but I appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
It's not the worst option either, so I can't blame it.
Yeah.
This-
Nah,
I feel
that's
like
absolutely.
air to air against these are just fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think you should just
She is-
jump up and take it.
Yeah, Bella has some of the more disjointed near moves that are like super massive and big.
Nice throw. Good conversion, unfortunately you dropped it.
Nice.
Those throw conversions and stuff are...
And not the greatest. But
You
you can
honestly
try.
should almost never be using normal grab. She has 2 command grabs, one's hyper armored, and one is just completely invuln. The invuln one's faster, obviously.
Yeah.
I recommend you start using those a little bit more. Even though they cost a meter to convert, this was something I wanted to touch on for a while now. You're not using any meters. Illegal Loss has
Except
been
for the
getting
armor.
to 5 meters
Also, yes.
every game.
Holy crap. All of this meter, nothing's happened.
What needs some of the most meter in the game, and you're not using a single bar. Congratulations on your win, by the way. But more
Bar for
importantly,
game.
like you need to be more aware of the routes that are available to Fuqua. Fuqua is a very tough character, by the way. You're picking hard mode to get into this game.
Yes.
Right now, Fuqua is a very difficult character to play. But if you are gonna play her, you gotta be aware that all her more powerful mix-ups, the things that make her very, very effective and strong, require meter. Not Fireball Super, not Drill Super. Drill Super okay because you get do some damage at the end of your combo kill. Obviously, you guys need to get more consistent combos anyway. But more importantly than all of that, her command grabs can only be converted off of, unless you already have a Shadow out there, which is bad because it scales your combo. You can only convert off your command grabs with the meter, and your command grabs are some of your most powerful vortexing tools. Now, what a vortex is, you don't need to worry about right now. That's not important. What is important, though, is you start finding ways to take advantage of your command grabs with your meter. Sitting on 5 meter like that is kind of crazy to me. She also has, I think it's the highest chip damaging super in the game, excluding
She does
Haunted
have,
super from
indeed,
ban.
the highest chip damaging super in the game.
Yeah.
Excluding
Fireball super
Argus, I
does like,
guess.
it used to do like 1100 chip. Now it does
1100
like
it was.
980 or something.
It's 990. Yep.
990, even better.
Yep.
Yeah, that's stupid. Like that's more damage than
dumb.
Squiggly Super's like on hit. So
Oh, stupid.
it's a full screen projectile, and it does more damage than like Squiggly Super on hit. Like, why is that okay? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She
Also,
honestly
yeah,
does all the damage she can get.
If you decide to do armor grab, you don't need to spend the bar. You could just do a move. You sacrifice OTG, but like even if you do spend the bar, you still sacrifice OTG.
I
So
don't
it
think
doesn't
you want to sacrifice
particularly
OTG as a Fugo player. I think OTG is too
matter.
important.
It doesn't particularly matter because you have command grab. Like if you're able to, well, not command grab, the hit grab. If you have M Shadow, you could still do M Shadow setups. So like you don't have to worry about using OTG all the time.
Oh, that's true. Okay. It's not safe. You are absolutely correct.
It's not,
And that makes
no.
it more fair. And it also doesn't let me do full screen punishes as easily.
Yes.
So, like, obviously SBO is better in my opinion, but Fireball doing that much chip damage is still pretty cool. Or not cool. It's just annoying. It's just, if I feel like cheaped out of a game, I feel 15th of my health.
But it's so good.
Only armor command. Oh, is it specifically armor command grab that you can run up?
The only armor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was only in the corner, and I know that's in the corner. You don't need a meter in with.
Yes.
Invuln super.
Yeah.
All right. So next up we got Shmup Dog Joe versus. Well, before we invite Shmup Dog Joe, let's find an opponent for him while I go turn on the music because I should have done it a long time ago.
Oh man, we don't even have music. I didn't even notice.
I mean, yeah, we don't notice because we don't use it that often, but like.
Yeah, that's true.
It hurts the stream if I don't have.
Right? Yeah.
Honestly, the music in this game is one of the best aspects.
So good.
It's beautiful. I can just join the lobby for you. Are you in the? No,
Bellissimo.
you're not in the. Yeah, you're fine. I mean, join game. Well, maybe you are in the thing. I keep forgetting to change your name. It drives me nuts.
I'm in the thing. I'm a pizza.
You are.
Remember?
I'm so used to seeing you at the top.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
like
at the top.
GG8.
I'm a pizza now.
You're a pizza now. My apologies. I did not acknowledge your change. Oh hey, I'm 10 hours away from hitting a grand.
Oh snap.
Well, in retail anyway. I have already broken a grand a while ago.
Ah, okay. In beta?
In beta, yeah. I mean, with both of them combined.
Okay. Blair subscribing with Twitch Prime. Oh, thanks.
Oh hey, thank you so much. Wait, let me see this. Yo,
that's free.
Blair
Yeah, that's
subscribe.
awesome,
Yo, that means so much to me. Thank you so much. It means so much to us. I forgot you have Amazon Prime, so this is free for you.
Good.
Awesome.
Nice.
I'm so glad that you happen to use your spare subscription with us. I really appreciate that. It helps us out a lot. So much. Also,
Pretty
Chiefamon.
good.
All right, so Chiefamon gave me 400 bits like 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And the notification for it, like Chiefamon giving me 400 bits, has been at the top of my Twitch chat and will not go away. It is there every single time I start the stream.
Yeah, it's
think
there
it's a
forever. It's on mine too. It's
it
there
really?
forever, dude. It says it's just the top tier. It's
I
just
mean,
there.
a part of me wants to believe that he's giving me 400 bits like every single time we stream, but that's not the case. This is very plainly not the case. All right, so Smop is in here. Any beginner level player that wants another set, or maybe someone that didn't have a chance to sign up, they want to hop in, right-click the crank machine and click join game in our group chat. You can find our group chat by typing !GG8 chat, clicking join chat on the right-hand side. You don't have to be a part of our Steam group, but if you want to be part of our Steam group, that's pretty cool because you get notifications and stuff, and that's great and all. But all in all, you don't need to join the open lobby. If you want to play today and you're a beginner level player, please right-click the crank machine and click join game, or right-click JPizza. Hey, G-Charizard.
Oh man, Charizard.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ooh. Let's do it. Also, G-Charizard and that Icons of an Articuno. What are you doing?
I think it's Charizard X or whatever. Like Mega Charizard.
Mega.
Is it
that
Articuno?
Mega Charizard?
Charizard?
I can't tell, but that's what it looks like.
Assuming it's not Charizard X.
Could be Charizard X. I don't know, it's very bird-like looking.
Well, I got the news for you. Charizard's a bird.
I thought it was a dragon.
It's a flying fire.
Baby
Well, Mega
dragon.
Charizard is a bird, technically. Charizard
Okay.
X is a dragon fire.
Mega Charizard. Oh, okay, I see.
I think. Someone correct me on that. It might be Charizard Y is a dragon fire, and Charizard X is something black.
You know, the Pokemans is fine. Elbaw's a pretty good neutral tool. That was a high crush, but a whiff because Squiggly's too small.
Well, yeah, it's a low profile. It's so Squiggly, crouching light kick and crouching medium punch will low profile the unit. So a lot of moves that normally low crush, Squiggly will actually just low profile the low crush, which means that nothing happens, which is really funny.
Pretty good.
Alright, so he cancelled.
Oh, we tried to do something. And it's like, yeah.
Alright, so mid-screen you can convert off a throw with either a meter, which you have 2 of, with a punch charge, which you also have, or with a serious silver card, which I'm not sure. Do they have silver? Do they have tail charge? They do now, so I guess they did.
Well, he did now, yeah.
Completely with the tail charge, that's okay. So a quick thing, if you're in the corner or use Servius center stage into SPO to convert off of a grab, then what ends up happening is that you have enough time to build your punch charge back. If you use the kick, or in the corner, you can just build a punch charge wall, and then you can run up and jump up and convert with jumping leg kick, which is honestly better because you get a charge off of it for free, essentially. You only have to spend a meter, and if you're gonna spend the meter anyways, then hey, there you go. And on top of that, you still get to convert. Converting with Silver Cord, you should only do if you used SBO without a corner or without Serious center stage. The only time, if you use SBO without Serious center stage or SBO without a corner, that's the only time you want to be using Silver Cord to convert off of SBO after a throw.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a mouthful. If that didn't make any sense, please hit me up. Because it is hard to explain. Squiggly's grab conversions are actually extremely complex.
Also, Charizard pressing a lot of buttons there, buddy. You gotta be careful. And I would say learn how to block first if we start pressing a lot of buttons. It's a bad habit to get into.
Turns out blocking is an option in this game, even though this game is very offense oriented. Pressing a lot of buttons is very scary to do. You gotta be very, very careful and very deliberate when you're pressing which button. Nice movement.
True. Oh, that's pretty good. That was actually really good.
Serious center stage to catch the walking forward. Remember with Serious center stage, you have something that's hit stop. And what that means is that if you were pressing forward at that time, that's the state you're going to be in while Squiggly doesn't so, that's why Serious center stage is so powerful. That's why Daisy works. Yeah.
Actually, you can see that we're dancing because he really just wants to press the buttons. We're holding everything but back.
So of all the things you could be pressing, you should just be pressing BFF. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
BFF would
to be honest, in
like
null that shenanigans to be.
Yeah. BFF would have just been that.
Is that real? Yeah, BFF would have just eaten all of that.
BFF would let you get
Oh, the hearts, man. So just pressing the buttons.
Too many buttons. Shmup dog. I understand that. I think you're trying to just teach G-Charizard to stop pressing buttons, which is why you were stance dancing like that. Just be aware that if he blocks and push blocks, all your pressure ends, which is scary. So try to have a better setup and try to have better routing. The other thing is, if you stance dance like that and they mash a super, you're just dead. It's their turn, and once it's Fuqua's turn, it's always their turn. Because Fuqua has the hardest part for Fuqua is getting that first hit. Once Fuqua gets that hit, you're done. Like Fuqua never has to get away.
She can reset you to death forever and doesn't particularly matter.
Yeah, and
so
her
like,
resets have like what, 5-way guessing, and they're all completely ambiguous. Her vortex
it's kind of turning into it's kind of turning into like 7-way now.
Yo, my vortex is starting to turn into a monster too. It's got like 9 options out of it right now. I think it's
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm really loving what I've heard.
Oh man, H-Shadow. You gotta punch that a little faster. That's not real. Just stand medium punch out of that.
So don't stand out of 1 hit of cremation unless you are specifically going for some sort of mix-up right there. But it seems like you're just stancing and starting a new thing.
Yeah.
Like you can use 1 hit of cremation if you're like going for a state kind of thing. But don't get too. It also restands now, kind of at like certain points in time. Like cremation's rules on restand is really weird. Like after Gravedigger, it restands but only at certain heights. So sometimes it's just bad and sometimes it's actually really good. Those are situations where you want to do only 1 hit and dash up and just sort of mix up.
True. That's a nice punish actually.
That's exactly what you want to do. I know G-Charizard was just probably trying to throw out a fireball, but it doesn't matter if you go out a fireball. That was not going to be in your favor.
Yeah.
Ooh, build a charge and walk 2 forward. Be aware of your opponent's attacks range. This is important. I'll use Silver Cord. There you go.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, we missed it?
We're just playing around. I think we're just playing around at this point.
Probably.
That's unfortunate. But if you did miss it or didn't believe in the hit, I think it's actually possible that Shmup didn't believe in the hit. That's very, very possible.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I gave you a lot of information there. If you want to know more about Squiggly Grab conversions, hit me up. I wrote the book on that, more or less, on everything you can do out of that. But just be aware that you have plenty of options. No, I do not want to leave. Why the heck did that menu? Anyway, so
Whoop.
that's it for the beginner bracket, I believe.
That is indeed it.
Right. We're going a bit of a slow pace, but I think we're keeping up just fine.
That's
We did start
okay.
late. All good.
Yeah.
So now we have
Um,
Magic
yeah.
versus Valkyrie. Valkyrie requested that they be the first match in this bracket. I understand, people have things to go to, so go ahead and get you in. Valkyrie's been invited. Magic, here you are.
Oh man.
So
So I will be right back.
okay. So while JP's gone, Magic is someone who, in theory, is eventually going to have a grudge match against the Squiggly player. Valkyrie is, from what I understand, picking up Squiggly right now. So I think this would be an interesting match. I think Valkyrie has a bit more time in this game, but Magic is a bit more. They've been doing a lot more deliberate practice, whereas Valkyrie's been focused on optimizing. So I think Magic's neutral might come into play very well here. But Magic's also been struggling in neutral themselves the last week when I watched them. They were making a bit of decision-making issues with like down backing or when they raw tag and things like that. Magic is very self-aware about it though. I want to see how much they've improved this week. Magic saying, what is it? The Stancils. I would die from that. Shadow Combo Breaker? I don't know what Shadow Combo Breaker. I don't know who said that. But the Stancils are a lot more beatable than people think. There's a 4-frame vulnerability there. Any invulnerable reversal just you can't make that state safe really. It's just really tricky if you have too much respect for your opponent. And that does happen, because there's a lot of times where people... Because you can't just close your eyes and mash, obviously, right? The fact that you can stancil out of anything is what makes that tricky. But Shmup Dog was being fairly predictable on when they were going to mix up. It just kind of came down to G-Charizard pressing a few times. They just needed to calm down. So while JP's gone, we're already going to have the next matchup going. Locked and loaded. Picking their characters. Magic versus Valkyrie. Valkyrie is a Squiggly player, like as I mentioned before, I think. I see him pretty active in the Squiggly Discord. Let's see who they choose to play today. They play, I think, 4 different characters. Alright, we got the Squiggly point. I finally got a Squiggly matchup. Be happy about this. Let's see how this goes. Alright. Throwing out Brass, just using Tier to keep him full screen. That does work out, because Serious Stage, SBO does have a few more iframes than you would expect. SBO in general has a few iframes, but Serious Stage makes it at least feel like you can extend it. That might just be all I have to. So I'm experiencing horrendous lag, and I can only assume that between these players this is horrible. Not actually sure. They seem to be doing fine in terms of just closing stuff. So hopefully it's just a minor, but I don't think so. Okay, Magic, you could have just held up there. I don't think there was a seeing SPO. I'm a seeing Daisy. If it was, then my mistake. So you're just trying to keep Squiggly out. That doesn't help much. And getting in against the Squiggly beat extent, what you need to do is you need to bait out the beat extent. Beat extent completely changes how players have to play that neutral. So once beat extent is out, throw out, like, block it, maybe chicken block land cancel it. If you don't know what chicken block land canceling is, I'm gonna put a source into chat that is a video that elaborates on chicken block land canceling. It's a very powerful defensive tool. If you do that against beat extent, it will let you recover quickly and then press a punch, and it'll let you punish beat extent. You don't want to overcommit to punish beat extent. The important part is that when you hit an assist, they go into recovery for a longer time, and they can't call assist for a longer period. It's only a few extra seconds, but a few extra seconds will matter. Beat extent completely changes how you have to play. So that's why. Nice block, good punish there. That grab, nice going. I put that with the nice grab. Giant Step doesn't hurt. Giant Step is actually not that bad of this. Make sure you can leave Giant Step. I think that was leaving Giant Step, so it's really fine. A lot of other people opt to use e-break to convert, which has its ups and downs. From very old and outdated information, I've heard that e-breaking was optimal only on Parasol because of the mini route you can do on her. In general, we want to kind of stuff, which is why I say that.
Let's give a big hand for Big Bang.
Yeah, PowerPoint girls. Yeah, you know it. Slideshow, boys. I hope. Alright, so I want one of these players to type in chat for me. Is this lag completely possible lag? Hold on a second. How bad is the lag? Because if the lag is that bad, we'll split up this matchup and I will fight these opponents individually. Oh, okay. If it was hell last match. Alright, so Magic says it was hell. Valkyrie says it was fine. We're gonna try one more time. Once again, a reminder, if you guys have any connection issues, please make sure that you guys are connected via Ethernet. Even if you think you have really good Wi-Fi, the packet drops associated with Wi-Fi heavily impact your inputs while playing a fighting game. Any fighting game at all, no matter what you're doing, make sure you're connected with Ethernet. Make sure you pause any streams that you're watching or any sort of video download or upload or whatever that's happening. Make sure that is paused. And also make sure you're using appropriate GGPO settings. Yeah, make sure you're setting GGPO up to like from anywhere between 0 and 2. It does kind of change how the game feels a little bit, but it'll at least make the visual feedback less seizure. Okay, so you could have jumped there, man. You could have just held on. I think Valkyrie called Daisy as a way to like get past grass. That doesn't work. Daisy doesn't do anything to assist. Grabs don't do anything to assist. That is not completely true. There are 2 hit grabs in the game, I think, that actually affect assists. Silver Cord being one of them. Well, non-single. But that's not ever important, honestly. Okay, that was way too many lights in your airstream. I thought you were going to go for a fastball setup. You can do a fastball setup out of that. We can do jumping light kick, jumping light punch, jumping light kick, jumping medium punch, one hit of it, and jumping medium kick, and then either jumping hard punch or hard kick. That will let you fastball, but instead you just kind of did multiple hits of jumping medium kick. That just kind of lets you convert. That just does way too many hits. It's not something you should worry about, especially not an intermediate rank. You need to. Nice, you held up. Woo! What's your fun? Nice, letting them lane cancel, go for that overhead. Fun decision. Alright, pulled him out of the corner by accident. I don't think that's probably what you wanted. I think you were just trying to make it safe after it was blocked. You probably wanted to down back blitzer to make it safe. You would have lane cancelled before you wanted to. Lots of light stances I see. Light stances are significantly easier, especially with those. I can see why a lot of people would actually use them. Using the medium stances are a 4-frame link. At the intermediate level, you should definitely start routing with the medium stuff because optimizing the damage is definitely going to be the focus. Alright, went for a standing light punch overhead. That is a 4-frame reset. Magic, you could have been mashing us as big. Mashing your DP would also work just fine. But they could mix it up with the grab, so they could heavy DP. And it's scary because everything is slow, so, you know, it's honestly just safe to use as a big. Also, you're sitting on 5 meter. I don't know why. There's no reason to do it at 5 meter. If you catch this band, you can kill him if you have 5 meter. It doesn't matter. Brass chips it up. That's all good.
Let's get a round of applause for our contestants.
Okay. Magic, tell me one more time. Was the lag hell? Is the lag hell? Still? Oh. It's okay. Awesome. I'm surprised it's okay. But I'm glad it's working out and I'm glad it's stable. JP still being MIA. I'm not gonna lie, my brain's completely autopiloted. My brain literally was not thinking about what happened in the last 2 games and my mouth was just running off. Was I even talking about the right match? Like, I literally do not remember commentating the last 2 games.
Everyone good to go?
I just literally turned my brain off and let my mouth run. That was a really weird experience. I've never actually done that before while commentating. Do not pay attention to that. Yeah, tier pressure is crazy. So how you want to deal with tier? What's nice about tier is that tier won't stay on screen if it doesn't hit you, right? So based on that, you want it to whip. You don't want to jump over it actually, because jumping over tier pressure is really hard. What Skullgirls can do is you can take crouching and light kick, and you will low profile it. You have to time it obviously, but crouching light kick will mean the tier goes right over you and it will go off screen. And because it's just slowly flying off screen, Parasol will have to delay when she can call another tier. On top of that, that tier won't pop. Oh wait, I lied about how delaying. When she can come up here. I totally forgot. But it does mean that you won't be stuck there from every for 1 or 2 years because the tier's not on screen anymore. That random Daisy made no sense. I think you were hoping you had 2 meters so you can DHC. Keep an eye on how much meter you have before you DHC. Like while you're being hit or while you're teching the ground recovery. That's your chance to glance in the corner and jump forward. Always look for opportunities where you're not able to do anything anyway. To just like get data from the HUD. Alright, Yukara cancelled the brass into SSJ, which is fine. You didn't need to though. I think the brass would have hit and you would have gotten more damage. There's no reason to do that. Because there's nothing they could have done after that besides like maybe DHC, which is definitely a threat. Giant step, heavy brass, no meter to do any extra damage, that's fine. But honestly, I wouldn't recommend using only meters. Nice, using the Dragon Bite. Okay, so I didn't even comment on that. Using Dragon Bite to make your band safe is one of the most powerful tools that are available to band in terms of all the assist options that you have. Overcommitting to the down back. That heavy giant step is extremely reactive. Keep an eye on that. Make sure you're watching your opponent. Nice use of Dragon Bite. Fighting with bands. Getting hit and jumping like punch. What's more effectively than you would think because of the poison. Oh, no conversion there. That is tough. SSJ, SBO to make it safe. Getting banned out of it. That was actually very smart. You actually baited your opponent's beating. Excellent. That was exactly what you needed to do. So that was actually very, very good spacing. Oh, unfortunately the lag messed up your link. I know exactly what route you were going for. Pick it up with the DP. You don't have OTG anymore because you already turned up DP. So watch where you're using up your OTG. So I would start recommending, because most people when they learn a B&B, they learn something from crouching light kick because that's the standard. Don't only commit to learning things from crouching light kick. If you don't have a game plan for what you want to do after you use beat extend, that's a problem because one of band's best tools is beat extend, right? So try to figure out a combo route that you can do after you land a beat extend. This will be a lot harder to find resources on, but you should be at the level where you think you can start exploring what band can actually do. That was unplayable. Okay, you know what? Go ahead and play one more match. Go ahead and play one more match and hope it's playable. Alright, so Valkyrie's gonna reset their machine. We're gonna let them play one more match because simply I just don't want them to have 2 of their games be completely lag-riddled messes. Alright. Penny, you in chat have been saying, I'd be telling you, but I was super zoned out and don't remember the last 2 matches. And also, while you can make her tiers whiff like that, Soul can also use H or M toss to place her tiers anyway. This is true, but those don't have a hitbox while they're flying out there, which means you have plenty of time to just dash up. If you see someone using Parasol's tier toss, then that's Squiggly's chance to approach. That's not... that. And you can also just use Serious Center Stage Daisy, or not Daisy, SBO to punish that, which is a big deal. The fact that tier shot has a hitbox that floats out there, while you're actually trying to put the tier out, it matters a lot. Big deal. Blair was in training mode, they don't remember.
I returned. Sorry.
Alright, so JP, I went into full autopilot mode, full autopilot commentary.
Autopilot.
I did not stop talking, but I literally don't remember anything I've said for the last like 2 minutes. I don't remember what I was saying, I don't remember what was happening. My brain literally went blank and I just kind of went to sleep while my mouth ran off.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a new experience, but I'm not gonna lie.
Are you right there?
No. But Penny saying you actually want Squiggly to come to you anyway.
Okay.
Not if you're being hit by SBO.
True. Also, Valkyrie, this assist, I see a lot of people use beat extend like that just sort of as a crutch. Like, people just play band assist and not band. So, because then you get things like this that happen where you get crossover cord and you try to protect yourself with beat extend, but that doesn't work.
So I was about to say, but don't worry, Valkyrie has not been calling beat extend at neutral like that. But then they actually just call beat extend at neutral.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful that you're only calling beat extend when it makes sense to call beat extend if you're gonna run beat extend. While beat extend is wonderful as in it completely changes how neutral is played, you cannot just be. Yeah, nice awareness on spacing right there. You needed to use SPA to make that safe. They do it not over. Okay, big bang with dive kick, which is so don't be. You use dive kick very sparingly when you're in the air and you're trying to get the person off the ground when there's a big band assist on their team. Because the big band assist will eat the hitbox and you don't get anything out of it, you'll come to the it doesn't go through multiple people, it only gets the first person. Yeah. And you're taking a lot of damage. Right.
Taking a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage from, oh, you can absolutely, like, get out of that with Airwolf. That's
cancel out an Airwolf.
Yeah.
Daisy is not a reversal. A lot of people don't understand that. Daisy is an offensive tool. It is not an effective reversal whatsoever. Almost every character has an option of, no matter what button they're pressing, to get out of that situation. So, always Airwolf cancel that. Specifically non-Surya Daisy, by the way. But if you're using Surya center stage, that's not really using a reversal at that point.
Yeah.
There's like 12 frames of vulnerability there. That's not really reversally. Just saying.
Yeah, so for like most of that time, Valkyrie just kept getting bopped by Brass because they were just either calling banned at the wrong time, or just Silver Cord neutral, or charging stancels and just standing there.
So,
really not good for you.
You actually touched on something else I wanted to talk about, where he wasn't really using Brass to counter call. He was just kind of calling Brass. So both these players had an issue where they were just kind of calling their assist whenever they could. And I understand why. Having the band out there as someone to protect Squiggly, and also just to put a giant hitbox out there, is really nice. It feels really good. But you, especially if you're running Brass against someone who's antsy with a beat extend assist, you want to wait until their beat extend comes out and then call Brass to punish their beat extend. Because if they do that like 2 or 3 times, suddenly their band is almost dead. And that's extremely important.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the best options they have with Brass assist and Sen in general. You have the strongest counter calling assist in the game. Extremely important. So if you're gonna run, what I'm basically saying is like you got to learn how to use your assists appropriately. That applies to both of you. Next up, we got Yandere Rainy versus Fuchsia. I have literally not stopped talking. My throat hurts.
So Fuchsia hasn't been here in God knows how long.
Oh right, yeah, Fuchsia's been
Jeez.
MIA for ages. I'm so glad to have him back. I don't know how long they're sticking around, but it's kind of cool to see him here. It's also just like how Illegal Laws was just gone for a long time, and suddenly they're appearing again. It's good to see him. Good old winter break, I guess.
Gentlemen and ladies,
Bale Peacock Band. Oh man, is that what you played? I don't remember.
Farewell, Blair. I'll miss you. Thanks for joining me.
I mean, Blair's still here because we're playing. Blair's Rainy. If you didn't know, Crank.
I did not know this.
Nina. Nice crossbow. No, Crank, you're fine. The crossbow, that's block.
So, pick up good conversion with Airwolf.
That's good, yeah.
Else.
No, you could have just done an air button if you wanted to do that. Use hype. Oh man! Wow, what a hit. That's not safe. Nice punish. Yeah.
Yeah, you actually kill me. Or kick that across the corner. Awareness. Going for the hard knockdowns with. Oh no, because you already used OTG, so you're actually hard knockdown. Be aware of it.
Oh! Oh, that was your opportunity. Sucks. That's okay though.
Oh yeah, going for the standard routes.
Oh man.
Standing light punch. Oh, I think they accidentally went for a mid instead of a So after you restand with standing light punch after DB, you can go for either light kick to do an unmashable setup, or you can go for giant step to go for a land cancel overhead. It was not unmashable, but at least it's not a hit. Now the band gets lost. Ooh, caught with the command grab. Gotta be careful there. Hold up. Ooh, no. Nice dodge on the Brass, good punish, going for the sliding hard knockdown. Alright, so don't use SJ unless it's gonna kill after Adrian. After Adrian. Alright, so you went for something real greedy there. I think Yandere did that on purpose. Yandere likes to grab people out of SSJ, in my experience. Like, they seem to go for like frame champion grabs all the time. So you went for something greedy, don't do that. It's not reliable at all. Grabs are only have an active frame of like 1 or 2 frames, honestly. So going for that kind of setup is really, it's just not. The only grab that has like a meaty hitbox out there is Daisy. That's kind of what makes Daisy unique. Oh, wait. Yeah, Daisy's the only one, right? Does anything else have a meaty grab? I guess technically, A-Train and they're like, I don't know.
Technically, also, Showstopper, kind of, but
No,
versus
it's not.
SSP, really.
Showstopper is only single. It evaluates during.
Oh, single frame?
Yeah. It's
Oh, okay.
evaluating.
Okay. One more combos, okay, cool. Pick up the chair. Oh man, try for the cross up. But actually, safe side. Go for the meter instead of the damage.
Okay, goes for a burst.
Oh, none of that is real! None of that is real! So that's one of the options you have if they decide to not burst. You can just pick them back up.
But it's a single hit burst. That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Yo,
It
that's
gives you the
awesome.
setup. You can see the setup is pretty cool. Oh, unfortunately, missed the ADC conversion. Bit of zone. Oh, that was good. That was a good
Massive
read.
out of it. The grab was medium. Yo, that was a clean conversion. Unfortunately, that whipped on lights.
That's a,
Happened.
oh, who wins?
The first person who uses SSJ usually wins. But it's situational. I think I talked about Yandere before. The way SSJ's armor works is the startup of it has 2 hits of armor, and from the first active frame onward, the armor completely resets to 1 hit of armor. It doesn't matter how many hits of armor you use.
Oh my god.
So because of that, the exchange between SSJ and SSJ is very unreliable, and it's honestly very rarely worth the trade. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think Yandere did not go for it. If they went for Bang, that would have worked out instead of Bang.
I think we got it.
They went for L bang. Just like a rough. Very rough.
Number saying probably want to start Peacock block strings with crouching medium kick or IAD stuff over jab, since jab isn't a mix-up. Yeah. Speaking of jab not being a mix-up, once again I'm just gonna re-emphasize this point. You went for a very smart restand setup with standing light punch after shaked
Right on the
heat
set.
extend. Just remember that after that you should go for low or overhead. It doesn't make any sense. Honestly, crouching light punch, heavily scaled, not the best way to punish. Be more aware of the button you want to press after you get out. I like to use crouching light, 1 hit of crouching light punch into crouching light punch because light punch doesn't something like kick. But that's like something. It's still not even that good. It's still too late.
Yeah.
So it's ideal that if you're gonna light punch something,
Just do it, man.
Yo, one for heavy DP reversal. Unfortunately, Brassy has armor. Heavy DP is not invulnerable all the way through. Oh, assuming the charge only 2 height.
Only 2 height. Missed the restand. That's okay though. Firms.
Yo, that level 3 does
Is that
not
supposed
work.
to be a bait?
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's a really greedy bait. If you're gonna bait,
Oh god.
this is really.
Here we go.
This is really.
Here we go.
Yo,
One of the bombs got fuchsia. Okay.
that was kind of cool. If it worked.
Oh, sucks. Nice.
Yeah.
Do another one.
Oh,
the
nice
teleport
on it. Unfortunately not.
Dead.
Whoa!
Oh my god, they're both dead.
Punch that! Punch that! Oh, that's so unfair.
You can absolutely punish
So
that.
if
You
you,
don't
that is not
like
invulnerable. If you're above your
Yeah.
opponent's band, you can just
That's all, folks.
you can grab it too,
Yeah.
right? You just
Yes, you
literally
can.
grab it. So if you,
Yeah,
a lot
you
of
can
people
literally
just will
just grab.
super jump on banding coming, and they'll just wait for them to mash Timpani, and then you just grab it. Really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those Lenny exchanges were really interesting, actually. You don't really get to see a lot of Lenny on a Lenny action, because in general, Peacock versus Peacock, you don't like it. Unless it's a hit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you don't.
I meant to
usually
punish
like
Slinging
it.
Argus. Yeah.
Oh, you meant to punish Lenny Argus. Oops.
Whoops.
I've noticed that Yandere has a lot of input problems. In the past, I've heard her very frequently tell me that, hey, she didn't mean to do this super, or hey, she didn't mean to do that special, or hey, I meant to raw tag, what's going on? If you're having a lot of input problems, always keep it in the back of your mind that, hey, I'm having input problems, and like try to consciously, whenever you're putting an input, like impose that you're doing that input. And the reason for that is because if you're consciously aware on how you're messing up that input, your brain will subconsciously automatically understand how it needs to correct that input if you consciously acknowledge how you're messing it up. So yeah. Excellent matches between these two. Also, once again, Yande, I'm sorry I didn't know that you were Blair. I feel like you already told me this once before. Also, Fuchsia, thanks for coming back. I'm really glad to see you here.
Yeah.
Oh, Fuchsia finesse.
We're good.
Alright. Oh, okay, so Fuchsia also messed up a lot of input. So both of you should be working on that.
I'll do that, but it doesn't really work. Both times I burst with Pika, I try to alpha tag.
It won't work
It's hard.
every time, but it's something you need to keep in the back of your mind. Like, alright, I'm trying to alpha tag, slow my brain down. What do I want to do? I want to pop this burst, tap forward, and hit tag right after the pop. And as long as you're consciously acknowledging what that input is, and you're paying attention to how you messed it up and why you messed it up, it'll help you improve subconsciously very slowly. Execution is one of the hardest things to improve, but it's also one of the most important things to improve. So yeah.
Gonna have to keep working at it though.
Yeah, next up we got open lobby. And the reason I said open lobby is not actually an open lobby. I just want to fight scene. Because I've not fought scene.
Go for it.
Ever.
Not even once? Not even like
I
one
probably have and I don't remember. There's probably some tournaments that I've done with them.
It seems solo bayo. Like it's pretty recognizable.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I fought a few times in like an open lobby. That was the
okay.
Thing I've done. Not a Get Gr8 open lobby, but just like open lobby, like right before a tournament or something.
Okay.
All right.
Fight him in here. Get him in here. Crank sound exasperated, and I'll take over for a little bit.
My throat hurts, but B, also, I just have not been playing Skullgirls for the last 2 days, and I've been really upset with myself.
Understand.
Let's see how this goes.
Get yourself some water. Clean that throat.
I do not
just
have water.
relax
I'm
those
drinking
voice muscles.
Monster.
Monster's not good for you, boy.
Well, I mean, the rehab is pretty good. It's only 10 calories. It's not that bad for you. Not that much sugar. And it also tastes really good. It's also soothing for your throat because it's tea lemonade flavor.
Oh, okay.
So Monster's not. Monster Rehab specifically.
Okay. Well, that's different. I didn't know there was a new version of Monster.
Yeah. For anyone who has not had a Monster Rehab, everyone that I've introduced it to says they love it. So I highly recommend you give it a shot if you see it at your local store. If you're just like trying to shop around for a not too bad for you kind of soda-y energy drink. If you're bad with energy, don't drink Monster because you will get way too much energy. That is definitely a thing.
Or you'll just be like me and die. Don't do that either.
I don't know where.
It's the only reason
I invited them to the game. I assume that they're.
I also invited them to the game.
Or like they're in training mode.
Probably.
So
wouldn't be surprised.
We'll give it a few more minutes. Otherwise, we'll have to skip this matchup.
Oh my god, what is this? J Penny and Jenny P.
Jenny P. Yeah. Jenny Police.
Well, Jenny, you're P. Yeah, you're right.
Monster Rehab is the only reason I made it through my first internship. Hey, there you go.
Oh man.
I drink Monster Rehab anytime I'm commentating because lemon tea thing.
Yeah,
I also won a lot of tea in like a recent. What's it called? White Elephant or whatever it's called.
White Elephant.
It's the Christmas game where like everyone buys like a X-priced gift.
Ah, yeah.
Which is just basically a worse version of
What's it called?
Secret Santa.
God, what's it called? That thing, yes.
Yeah, because Secret Santa is nice in that you can get someone a personalized gift, whereas in a White Elephant, everyone just buys like really generic things because you don't know who's gonna get it. Right?
Yeah.
So you're always gambling. It's no fun.
I'm not sure I want that gambler.
I like making people like I don't necessarily give people the best gifts, but I try to like personalize it as much as I can. Hey, Jerusalem, it's not actually an open lobby. Get out of here.
Hey, Jerusalem, it's not an actual open lobby. I mean, you gotta come back later.
On
you
paper,
can come
it's
back.
an open lobby, but I'm actually just
yeah.
I want to fight.
I'm just cheating. Dizzy, oh man, Dizzy was there last night.
Yeah, it was. I remember. Chat, having a good time.
Good old time. Good old time doing Ron's turning. People just signed up out of nowhere.
Alright, see how this goes. I am horrible in this matchup.
Versus Bale?
Yeah. I don't know why. It shouldn't be that bad, but I am horrible in this matchup.
It's
Specific
maybe a
tools
little
that
bit
are out
easier
there, I
versus.
don't know.
Might be a little easier versus Scene because he has some terrible bad habits. He also stands there often. He just kind of stands there, and you're just like, what are you doing? Like, what's happening here? He also tosses away his chair, and then he'll just give it up like an entire match, which leads him to getting dead often. Beep beep ba. Okay, this is that sucks. So like that's not a real string. Like you can Daisy that or SSJ that. That's a good cross up though. Okay, we get the chair back. That was pretty good. Go for the chair throw, the downward chair throw. Penguin? Not a penguin. Okay.
That's pretty much how it goes. Like I'll press a button and then he gets a full punish off of it every single time. Why?
So like
to poke.
a lot of those strings are just not real. Like you could Daisy most of that.
He can just cancel an Airwolf. What that matters.
I mean, he could cancel an Airwolf, but I mean, you do Daisy, you cancel the Airwolf. You could still punish Airwolf.
But that's no, you can't. Not after you use Daisy.
Well,
The only way you can punish
in
Airwolf
the air
is
for a
SPO.
bit, dude.
What?
In the air for a while, dude.
I know, but
I mean, you could just jump grab.
no, I can't because I use Daisy.
Get yourself 2 meter and SSJ.
Well, if I didn't need it, I wouldn't be using Daisy. I'd be using SBO into SSJ.
Well, I mean, I suppose so. Or you just do Daisy, just to bait the Airwolf and then punish
Then
SSJ.
nothing happens. Hooray!
Well, I mean, if you're in the corner, dude, you could just be like, yeah, I got you now. Cross up? It's almost there. He just on that throw. He gets no conversion out of that, so that makes no sense. That's yeah, medium. He just stood there. Why? I don't understand you. Yeah, he'll just stand there. That's why you see like no broken heart or anything like that. He also likes to do CHP neutral. It does makes no sense. Well, that's a little punish. That's a lot of red health from Shaw. Little scene convoy. Okay, no conversion though. Yup, because he was pressing a button in the air. This would be a good time to snap scene, or just go for the kill. That works too, actually. Yeah.
Who's a good little dragon monster? Oh, yes you are. Player 1 wins.
That brass was a full combo. Penny.
What was the full combo?
Penny's like you probably want to work on your SBO confirms, and when you did a brass, there was a full combo.
When?
I'm thinking that was during the first match.
Oh yeah, my first match was awful. Count that one. I didn't play all of it.
He only went half Super Saiyan. Okay, well, this is the full one now. That's actually good. But that's punishable as well. I'm gonna just press any button against that. It's good old wolf shoot. Who does the seeing? Like, he just did it there. He did it both. He said you did it both matches. Who does that? CHP neutral. Doesn't make no sense.
Oh my god, that worked.
Oh my god, that just caught. I can't believe this. Who does that? Just stands there for the grab. Okay, Bombo combos. Misses the confirmed. That's a raw tag. I would have just Daisy because he was jumping. Okay, snapper back in for the damage. That's a cross up. Oh, that's good. Good hit grab right there because he likes to randomly CHK. He's jumping. Nice slaw. He's likely mashing arm. He's mashing arm. He's just standing there. Okay, never mind. That's fine. He's went for grab? I don't understand, but okay.
Job-ass dude ain't got no brains anyhow.
I mean, I played all. My set play was awful, but it did it.
It's okay. To be honest, he was just literally not doing anything.
Okay, I mean, alright. Don't be that mean. Alright, so
Well, it seemed like it though.
from my perspective, this is the problem with Scene. Scene, crouching blocks until they get hit, and then they standing block until they get hit. Like, he kind of commits to one direction a little bit too much.
Yeah.
A lot of squiggly mix-ups in particular are low, high, low, or high, low, high. You really gotta look for that. What else was there? You do not block cross-up. I didn't get a chance to go for it much, but you've I think have this understanding that you can always up back out of cross-ups. That is not true. Certain cross-up setups that I could have done on you, I didn't have enough games to actually get to that point. Would have had you blocking an ambiguous 50-50. That's hard. On top of that, you would have been just hit by every cross. So start looking out for those more complex mix-ups. More importantly, you should be never getting into a situation where you have to block a cross-up in the first place. There's a lot of points where you put yourself into a very vulnerable position for no reason. The Skullgirls is played by never giving your opponent a chance to get going. And if your movement and your positioning, and this is like kind of high level advice, and even though it sounds very broad, this is something that only like the most advanced players really take advantage of. You need to make decisions on where you want to be on the screen and what buttons to press based on how you know you will never be. Alright, Penny wants to fight me.
Yes, seems to be the case.
Let's do it. I really enjoy fighting you, but like lately I've just not been at the top of my game, and I really want to be at the top of my game when I fight you because you're fun. God damn, are you fun?
I mean, it's like I would fight Penny, but our fights are always shenanigans. I'm
Also,
not sure
Penny,
you
I mean, I would love
shenanigans.
to fight. That shit's fun, but like Penny called me out, so now I have to.
Yeah, you have to you're committal right now.
Meanwhile, if you have any advice for Scene, keep going. Yeah.
Really, kind of the main points is he commits to a block, and it's really
Deal with it.
sad because it just looks like he just stands there, which is just it's just like, oh, what do you do?
Well,
But, like,
standing
he just-
is not even blocking, right? Because otherwise he'd be walking back.
Yeah, he's not.
I don't
He's
know
just
why you're
he
saying
must. Yeah, like he shouldn't just be standing there. He should always be like holding a direction. I didn't get any advice on how to get my zoning set up. If you're a peacock, usually like if you're in your opponent's face, the way to get your zoning set up, like to get it back, like that's actually good advice. Do JHK and then just back air dash, then JHP back air dash again, and then you can start zoning from there. You can just go straight into air show, into boxcar, sand HP, and then just repeat the zone. That's a good cross up. That's really hard to block though. It's hard to look out for. You want the squiggly, which makes sense. This is sort of the hardest thing Squiggly has to deal with is very air dashy Eliza. And that's a cross up, Jesus Christ! Can't believe this. Yeah, cross up high. Yeah. It's a good one for Eliza to do versus later characters like that. Nice corner carry, he tried. Highs. He's gonna go for the high pressure for a bit. Yeah, that's a nice bait. That was a good PvGC though. I probably would have done like PvGC. Yeah. Just grab, nicely done. Right in between the axes. That's pretty good. That's the best way to do it. Guys. No, crank, please. Not a drop. Oh, nice. That's okay. You didn't have to. Yeah, that's fine. Go for the cross up. Luckily, missed it. That sucks. That's a good button to use against Parasol. Go symbols. Yeah, you should know, Penny. That Penny's always buffering pillar. Yep, you still gotta mix it though. Yep. But that's the burst, yeah. Kinda have to hold that. So like all of that you didn't have to hold.
What's it called? Parry, Raz, option select. I don't even know if it was punished, but I wanted to go.
No, I mean between all of that, like as soon as he did light tear shot, you could have parried, but you just do level 3. Yeah, 5 meter.
Yeah, I didn't want to commit to the. Oh, I could have done level 5.
Yeah, you could also done level 5, but level 3.
Level 5, I was smart. I could actually kill.
Whatever. Yeah. Could have also SSJ'd it. Would have been fine.
After blocking the tier. Or before.
Well, I mean, if he's in between the tiers, because he's doing CMP to tier, he just SSJ. That's good. That's good. No, I had faith in that one. You made it happen. Look at that. Oh, yep, that's really hard because Penny will go for the DP if she sees the opportunity. In the corner reset. So we're gonna go low.
Oh my god, you actually respected it?
Yeah.
I thought you would have learned!
I respect it. It sucks. Yeah, nice push bait. Went for the high. Usually goes for high. Air dashing Eliza. Go for low. Yeah, low twice as well. Penny will usually do a double low with Eliza. It's pretty good. Or just go for low high. That's really hard to block because, you know, it's like what side every time. That's a low, yep. If you see one hit of DP, that's usually going to be a low or a high. You just gotta block 50-50.
How do I look? Great! Super! Excellent!
Does anyone here play Blaze Blue or GG? A lot of are. That was 2, yeah.
They don't play Blaze Blue or GG. I kinda want to learn Blaze Blue, but I play Accent Core very casually. I'm also looking for someone to take me seriously in Accent Core, then I'll start improving.
Yeah, it's fair.
And honestly, after Frosty, I'm probably gonna start focusing on. I keep saying that.
Understand.
I don't know if
You
it's
keep
ever gonna
saying
happen.
that, but you keep returning to SG.
Well, the problem is when I do poorly in SG, like whenever I go to the local and I play SG and I do bad, it makes me go, God damn it! I don't want to end on that. I mean, I say end, but I don't want to switch focus
I don't wanna, like,
on such a bad thing.
Yeah. It's understandable. We hit the fan. We're still going high, dude. I still have.
Come on.
Yeah, I know. That's a high. That's another one. Can we another one? Get SBO.
Yeah, still such a thing, but... Oh my god.
That's a high. That's really good. It's like doing a stand LP into horse or into low is really good. Nice SBO. We're in there. Silver cord. Yeah. Convert. Nice cross up. Almost have to confirm. That sucks.
Oh my god, I didn't let go of
No.
Why did all
That sucks. What happened? Did you just flub the input?
I didn't. My brain just. I don't know if my brain turned off or I just wasn't paying enough attention. I was waiting for Eliza to wake up and I thought she wasn't awake yet. The next thing I know, everything else.
Okay. Alright. So if you find yourself outbacking against Eliza there in your big band, just timiding, you can do that. Maybe he's gonna go for Albus, yeah. Symbols, cover the space, okay, yeah. Shot's a little hard to deal with though. Albus, yep. Yeah. I would almost commit to Embrace when you see Parasol come out, because that's okay. Just punish any assist. Because like Penny can just sit here and just call shot all the time. That's nice, Baron. Nice! SSJ, jeez. We do it again? Yeah. We're in there. That's good old damage. He's gonna raw attack lately at some point. We hurt the throne.
Wow.
That's a level 3. Yep. He went for the raid, yeah, because he saw you were doing a lot of symbols. He's in there now. Ba ba beep, ba ba pillar into bikes, yep.
Load into level 3. Oh god.
Yeah.
That's all, folks.
That's an ambiguous 50-50. That doesn't need to be there.
Yup. Well, you were doing symbols a lot, so
I
you
know,
probably
but
want to
like,
put it
even if
at
I
some
wasn't,
point.
imagine that. Say I wasn't doing that. I don't know whether I should be blocking left or right. It's under me. It's
Yeah.
being hidden by the screen. If I jump up, you get bowed into level 3 as an ambiguous 50-50. That's really stupid. I've never seen
Yeah,
anyone
you can
do
do
that.
that.
Let's play one
I've
more for
done
the
that
shits
multiple
and giggles.
times. Go for it. One more. I've done that multiple times. It's also really hard to do. Like, it's so hard to do. Oh my
Is
god.
it?
It's well, like it's so hard to block, I should say. Like,
Oh, hard to block. Yeah.
yeah, it's more hard to block if anything. It's also hard to do. Like, if you want to go for cross up and you're just like, how do I do?
I feel like I would have to card cancel into Tiffany before level 3 comes down and go up and hope that the iframes run out. Like my best.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's practically your best response. It's probably more possible if you did Timpani, because like the involved frames leave as soon as Eliza's considered air.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yourselves shall be trained.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that was high up or not, but maybe.
Stand back.
Here we go. Oh, SBO. Nice hit. Good old Bryce. Oh, let's get blocks! Oh, it sucks so. We're jumping. It sucks. I bet you could go low again. Yeah, you right. Now you go high this time. No. Nice. Get us here. Oh, that's a good call. That was a good assist call. Partially Alice on it.
Oh my god, I didn't believe.
It sucks. That is a birthday. Nicely done.
That's stylish.
It's very stylish. I like that. That's cool.
Oh, that's
Nice grab, yeah. Bah. Go for the knockdown pressure. With the soul. I guess not.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Oh no! The one over your head would have been better.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, you caught the backdash. You gotta push the grab. Yeah, we got one more string. Oh, that makes no sense. Why would you do? I think Penny just autopiloted there. Like that. Totally punchable.
Here.
Just grab him. Just grab him.
No, I can't. That was a frame trap. That was a tick. Grabbing or hitting was a mistake.
Oh, well, I mean, when you're having the stare down right there, you're gonna just grab it.
Okay, so
I missed
let's go.
this. Yeah.
Do we want to do an open? Did we do an open lobby last week?
We did not. Well, I did. Yeah, for like 15 minutes, I think.
You were streaming. Was it streamed?
Yeah, it was streamed. Yeah.
I'm tempted not to do an open. I feel like I'd be
In
upsetting a lot of people. All right, how many people want an open lobby? Press 1 in chat if you want an open lobby.
press 1/11 if you want to open lobby.
And Penny, I want to fight you more, but like if we have to do an open lobby, like. All right, so Yande wants one. Who else? Magic wants one. Penny wants one. Penny, you don't count. No offense. We'll give it a few more seconds. If it's only you three, then we'll just have to do an off-stream open lobby.
Chief of Mom wants one.
Okay. Soon. I do want to do sets, but I want to get back to because I took a week and a half Skullgirls break more or less because I've had problems in life. I still do, but I just could not put Skullgirls down for that long because I knew that I just couldn't do that. Once I get back to where I feel comfortable doing the stuff I was doing again, and I'm more comfortable with my like 9-way vortex, which I've been theory crafting, then I'll hit you up. I just want to be back to keeping like I'm doing what I want to do. Because fighting you is interesting because there's a lot of times where I'll feel like, hey, I just don't know what to do, and I feel like I'm really learning when that happens. Because when I just don't know what to do, that means I have to find and learn something new. Right now, I feel like when I'm fighting people, it's like, hey, I know what to do, but I'm not doing it. That's the worst feeling.
It's fair, yeah.
Alright, so only a handful of people want the open lobby. Hold on, let me actually check group chat, see if anyone pressed one in there.
Also
no,
group
no one's
chat.
wanted group chat.
Not even sure.
So as much as I want to make an open lobby, today's just been a really busy day for me. It's going to be a really busy day for me. Everyone else, I already know that I was just actually sleeping until the stream started, which is when.
Yeah.
The reason stream started late, or the reason I just woke up, was because yesterday was hell for me. So. Fuchsia saying.
There's fuchsia in there.
Alright, so 4 or 5 people want an open lobby. You guys can make one off stream. Get Great, obviously. You got the Discord, type !Discord, and there's people there who almost always want to play. There's pretty much like a lobby going like 23 out of the 24 hours of the day. I'm not even joking. Like around the clock,
actually
people
for
want to
real.
play this game, which is really cool. So yeah. You guys go chill in the lobby or in the call. Blair is challenging Fuchsia. I think that's kind of cool. If you guys want to challenge anyone, feel free to do so. We're not going to do an open lobby this week, and I sincerely apologize for that. We'll do our best to make sure there's one. I try to make sure there's an open lobby at least once every other week. So yeah, have a wonderful evening, and thank you for joining me. Remember, we go live every Saturday at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, and 9 p.m. GMT, or 8 p.m. Just Google, it changes. We also have a weekly tournament every Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern p.m., of course. And tune into that. Every 4th week of the month has a prize pool, and every other week builds you points towards getting better seating, so you have every advantage you can get for that $50 prize pool. So check that out. And yeah, thank you for joining me, JP. Thanks for covering for me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank
Been
you,
fun.
everyone, once again for having the patience to wait for me because the stream did start extremely late, and I apologize for that. It wasn't just simply sleeping. Honestly, I was joking. I said there was a lot more to that.
Yeah.
Penny said signups for the tournament are out in 15 minutes too. Oh, dope. That's the earliest we've ever posted signups. I can dig it.
Sweet.
Make sure you post it on Steam and Skull Art also. Thank you. And am I forgetting anything?
No, I think you covered it all.
Cool. So see you guys around.
See you
Also,
next
I'm glad to be
week.
back.
Woo!
I realized I haven't been here for 2 weeks
Oh,
because I
yeah.
was traveling and dealing with people. But yeah, good to be back. So see you around. I'm here until.
Why?
I'm here one more. Well, actually, I should be able to stream when I'm home. I'm not positive about that. We'll see.
Not positive.
I'm not positive about if I'll be able to stream when
Okay.
I'm home. I might rely on you.
Yes.
I might be able to co-host, but I probably won't be able to stream.
Okay, okay.
All right. Once again, thanks everyone. Have a wonderful evening.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.